For ladies, you need to be able to know when a guy really loves you. Love is not a feeling. Now let me tell you one of the most important reasons why marriages fail. This is simply because people don't understand the fact that marriage is a covenant. What is a covenant? A covenant is an agreement or a contract. Now, there are always two sides to a contract or an agreement. Contracts and agreements are often negotiated. Now, a contract consists of obligations, duties, responsibilities. So you want to know what part you have to play in a contract, and you have to sit down and agree as to what is convenient or comfortable for you before you enter into that agreement. I'll give you an example. Most people who have jobs are familiar with what we call contracts of employment. If you're in management level, for example, you have to negotiate your contract. When you go for an interview, for example, they're going to ask you, what can you do for them? And then you will ask them also, what can they do for you? Now they offer you a salary, it's not good enough, you're going to ask them if you can have more. They're going to ask you things about hours of work, leave, accommodation, things like that, health benefits, all that. So you sit down, you go through this, and if you agree, then of course you take up the job. Now, what would be surprising to you is this. Most people who get married don't sit down to negotiate or agree on what I would call the terms of the marriage. Now, what I'm saying is this. Before getting married, it makes sense to get an agreement on things like how many kids you're going to have, your careers, your faith, get things like family responsibilities, family finance. If you don't agree on those things, then anything goes when you get married. It's going to be a bit difficult